Hello, Captains. It's me, Tonic TZW. And if you've been past the channel before, you'll know that I don't just post the big scoring games with tons of medals that everybody seems to fawn on when it's done by a CC. What I do like to do is share the experiences of some games with an overview of why a game was won or lost and look at how I played a particular game to try and help people to learn from that and understand it and perhaps put some of those methods and tactics into practice within their own games. We're here on Crash Show. It's Domination. I'm in the Tier 8 Premium Destroyer, the Hayate, which I'm trying to remember. I think it was a campaign reward at some point. And we're across here on the left flank. We start on our home cap. There are 8 destroyers in total in this game, which I'm not feeling too clever about, but the Hayate is quite handy on its guns. The only issue I have with it is the fact it's got the 2 turrets on the back, and you've really got to get an angle on to be able to get those turrets on. But when they are on, they are quite punchy, and the reload isn't quite as miserable and slow as some of the other Japanese destroyers. One thing I will say about the Hayate is that it does have the option to go for a torpedo reload, a little bit like the Yadachi, but to put that on, you're trading your smokescreen. And if you hadn't already realised, yes, it's a carrier match. So I pop my smoke there because I'm out detected by the Z44. He has decided that he's going into his smoke. Our cruiser is pushing straight down with us into a Flander, and I don't think he's seen the fact that there is an Ibuki on the left flank. The Bismarck that started on this side of the map, you can see him running towards Charlie at the top edge of the map, so completely abandoning his flank as we pick up a first blood on that destroyer. It looks like everybody else wanted to have a pop at him too. So my torpedoes are just coming up for reload, and this smoke screen still has a few seconds left on it, and I'm thinking if this cruiser doesn't take out the Flander, then my torpedoes should be reloaded just about the right time. We do get spotted, so we're going to stay on guns. We put the torpedoes out there, but we lose our cruiser, but they lose their Flander. So barely a couple of minutes into the game, and Red Team are down more ships than us, but it isn't looking quite as safe yet, because this carrier is going to harass the heck out of me the entire time that this match goes on. And all I can say is that perhaps it saved some of our other team members from being harassed by the carrier. My biggest concern is this guy here, the Fubuki. More torpedoes coming in on me. It's like a double run every time. I'm going to finish this game having shot 20 planes down, which would have been a clear sky medal, but because they've upped the ante as far as carriers go, it's now only halfway to a clear sky medal. Now, as much as I wanted to stay on that cap and try and turn that cap for our team, as I look across there and see a Paolo Emilio, but the Bismarck that ran away picks up that kill, and here come the torpedoes from the Fubuki. This guy is going to push me now, and oh geez, they just ran out. That one was a close one. We're going to drop the smoke again. Was it really necessary? Not quite sure on that one, so perhaps a bit of a mistake there by me. I could have saved that smoke screen for later, but it is going to draw this Fubuki in, and I'm just going to keep spamming my torpedoes out there. And what I will say is this guy was quite good. He was very accurately able to predict where I might go to, and his torpedoes did come my way on more than one occasion, and he was very able to avoid those. But he's on our cap, so I'm going to put some guns out, get some cap resets on there. We're going to sneak behind the island, drop detection, so we're using the islands here to drop detection, And I think there are some torpedoes coming across here now as well. There we go, look. So he's very, very clever, this guy. So we're going to put some more guns on, try and get a couple more cap resets, and delay that capture for as long as possible. The majority of blue team are dead, as are red team, and we're literally like halfway through the game. And I was really hoping that the outer carrier, might come across and help me with this Fubuki, but he seems solely focused on Charlie Cap. Tip to you carrier players, keep your eyes open for what is going on the map. And while he's in there taking that cap, I'm just letting those torpedoes run, thinking, am I going to get a hit? Yes, we get another cap reset. And while he's busy in there, knowing that he's got a full minute on that cap, I'm going to push down the map, open up distance to him, and I'm going to get onto their home cap as well. But I think about taking a shot here, but I've got the carrier right in front of me. He got brave a little bit earlier on and pushed forward. He then realized I was here and turned around and went back, and he's going to hit panic mode now as well, because he realizes that I am right in front of him. I am spotted. I'm worried about the Ibuki. This guy is going to get another run on me, but my torpedoes have just come up again, and I'm going to have to soak a torpedo here. But we get the double salvo out there just to be sure. That is red team's carrier out of the game for a dev strike. Ibuki was dialed in on me. I'm down to below 50% hit points here, trying to stay on this capture point, and it's come down to an Atlantico, the Ibuki versus a carrier, and a Hayate that's got half health. But there we go, look, this guy is not giving up on me all the way to the end. And now that I'm going to have this cap, last run, I think this is his last run here, we get the solo cap there. Here come the torpedoes. We're going to jink out of the way of those. I don't know how many torpedo that drops that is, but it's got to have been nearly a dozen, I think. I wasn't counting them. But the Ibuki knows that I am coming for him. Obviously, he has torpedoes as well. Red team do have the advantage because they've got two caps, and I'm just praying, absolutely praying, that this carrier can do something about it. Because if you think about this entire game, bar the opening minutes where we had that cruiser there, I've been on my own across here with the Ibuki and the carrier giving me a very, very hard time. Now, thankfully, the carrier takes out the Atlantico. That pulls the point advantage very narrowly back in our favour, and the fact that I'm on this cap now in the closing minutes of the game is going to stop them from earning points for this cap. So we were never going to win it by kills outright, not the way half the team played from either side, but by playing this capture point, preventing it from being taken too early, and having the carrier harass us rather than anybody else, we've given ourselves the chance to win. So just as the game closes off, we fire a final salute there to say, hey buddy, you didn't get me. 101,000 damage, we get the solo caps, we've got a dev strike and a first blood on the destroyer, 2 kills, 20 planes, over 3,300 base XP, just from thinking and playing in a tactical way and stopping red team from having their own way on that flank. So I'd like to say a thanks for the Bismarck for running away. You could have possibly taken care of that Fubuki and freed me up for so much more in that game. In the end, he died, but he did take out the Paolo Emilio, so I guess he's got that going for him, eh? Stick around, smash the like button, and leave me a comment. Subscribe us if you haven't. And as always, until next time, take care and goodbye.